This is ABC7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our top story at 6, Governor Scott's list of vetoes from the state budget is making a mark on the Suncoast, with some funding getting cut that would have helped pay for the widening of River Road.
That road is a major artery road for Sarasota and Charlotte counties, as well as the city of Northport, and an evacuation route. ABC7's Christopher Bradley joins us live from our Venice Bureau with more on the story tonight. Christopher?
Good evening, Scott and Haley. That money that was vetoed is about $3 million, but it's really small change considering that this whole widening project is expected to take about $90 million. Nick St. Clair is a longtime South County resident who drives River Road often.
I think it's a good investment to have it. We need to find some way to get that money down here.
St. Clair was surprised to hear Governor Scott vetoed the money, and he's not the only one.
With all the projected growth we have here, especially with the Atlanta Braves, I was really surprised that the governor did not give any leeway towards the funding on River Road.
The project would widen the roadway to 4 and perhaps 6 lanes in places. It would also add drainage and change the road elevation. All things experts and drivers say needs to be done.
Needs to be another lane. Need to have the setback for the landscaping a little farther back because the animals can jump out almost immediately in front of you.
St. Clair is also desperately concerned about speeding.
Yeah, it's a 45 limit all the way down, and I see them doing 55, 60, 65.
In their joint meeting on Tuesday, Sarasota County and Northport commissioners raised serious concerns about ever getting that state funding help. Most were of the same opinion.
I'm always open to any kind of creative funding that maybe we can come up with. I just want to see the jobs start getting done, you know.
Especially since the Atlanta Braves are hoping to play their spring training season in Northport in 2019. River Road is the nearest road linking that soon-to-be-built stadium with I-75. Live in the South County Bureau, Christopher Brantley, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Christopher. Lightning is to blame for some structural damage in Venice today.
One building was struck by lightning. Witnesses reported seeing smoke following the strike. No units from Venice, Sarasota County, and Nokomis all responded, but they could not find a fire. A tree near Venice Community Center was also hit by lightning, but the center was not damaged. It did impact, though, the building's electrical system. Crews are working now to restore it. No one was injured in those lightning strikes, but a lot of it around today for sure.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of rain, and for more on those storms, let's head over to Bob.
Well, the storms are starting to lessen somewhat. The intensity of those storms were very strong across much of South Sarasota. Near Venice, had a wind gust up to 45 miles an hour reported at the Venice airport right around 3:50, and then 4:30 at Port Charlotte, 56-mile-an-hour wind gust. And Punta Gorda also up to about 50 miles an hour. Those are those storm markers that you see right there. And there was a tremendous amount of lightning. Lightning strikes can actually heat the air up to 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So indeed, it can cause fires very rapidly. Now, the good news is we're getting a lot of widespread rainfall over a large area. Now it's light to moderate in the Manatee and Sarasota counties. We're not seeing the rough weather we saw earlier. In fact, not many lightning strikes, but still some fairly heavy rain to moderate rain on the scale from Inglewood all the way up into Venice. Light in Palmetto now, up near Parrish, some light rain, also in the Lakewood Ranch. Right now, the heavier showers near US 41 and 75 near Northport and Inglewood, stretching down to Minnesota Beach. But all in all, no rough weather anticipated over the next couple of hours. In fact, we still have a small craft advisory in effect, though, for our waters, and we'll stay that way through Wednesday. More rain is on the way across parts of west central Florida throughout Wednesday. Some areas down in South Florida today, just alone today, nearly 10 inches of rainfall. We'll have more on this wet weather coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Well, if there's an emergency, Sarasota County has the capability to call, text, and even email area residents.
The system is called Code Red. On Wednesday, county officials will be testing it out. ABC7's Bobeth Yates joins us with more. Bobeth.
Well, it's part of the Sarasota County's hurricane and emergency preparedness process. Officials say if you're not on the list to get a Code Red alert, you might want to add your number.
This is the Sarasota County government with an important message for all residents.
You're hearing a recorded message from the Code Red system. If it were an actual emergency, that message would include additional instructions, and in extreme cases, could be the difference between life and death.
Staying informed during an event is really a lifesaver for yourself, for your property, and also for your family and loved ones.
The emergency code red system provides calls, text, and email messages for everything from a boil water notice to a tornado warning. And officials say much of the push notifications are automated, which could help residents and business owners save time in a crisis.
As soon as the National Weather Service issues an alert, it automatically pushes the message to the code red system, and it automatically pushes that message to those that are in the affected area.
Currently, the code red emergency system works by automatically collecting phone numbers in a particular area. Only problem is it can only find landlines, and since very few people still have landlines, officials are now switching gears, and they want residents and business owners to sign up using their cell phone numbers.
By registering for the code red system, people will get those emergency messages. You know, they'll be available, they'll be able to get those emergency messages from weather warn that there's a tornado threat or something like that. Also, if the county puts out a notification that we're evacuating a certain area or something, they'll be included in that call. Otherwise, they may not get that information.
And with hurricane season currently underway, officials stress the importance of being in the loop.
They should have a plan and know what their plan is going to be before the storm comes. Where are they going to go? Do they have to evacuate? Are they going to go to a shelter? Number two, they should stay informed.
Now, those who have already signed up for the code red system will be receiving test calls and text messages Wednesday. Back to you.
Thank you, Bobeth. 2 people are facing charges tonight for burglarizing a home in Sarasota Monday morning. Police were called to the home on Windsor Drive after a man found another man in his living room. And then he heard more people in his bedroom. When he called 911, he saw 2 people get out of the home through his front window. Raekwon Bryant and Christopher Taylor were both arrested. Bryant was found with jewelry belonging to the victim and his roommate. They're both charged with burglary to a dwelling and resisting an officer.
New developments tonight in the efforts to regulate the use of medical marijuana in Florida. The Manatee County Commission agreeing today to extend a temporary moratorium on medical marijuana dispensaries. The extension lasts for another 3 months, which would end now September 16th. This gives commissioners time to understand state regulations. During the legislative session, lawmakers could not agree on any new regulations after arguing over how many dispensaries should be allowed. The Department of Health now must come up with regulations by next month. And a follow-up now to a story we first reported yesterday, the Sarasota County Commission approving a change to the county's smoking ban. After a judge found the county's ban on smoking in public parks and on beaches could not be enforced, commissioners decided to change the language of the ordinance to remove the smoking restrictions altogether. Now, commissioners also agreed to establish hours for parks and beaches. Violators could be fined up to $500 or face 2 months in jail. Boaters will also not be allowed to dock between midnight and 6 a.m. at parks and beaches or leave boats, trailers, or vehicles unattended for more than 24 hours without a permit. Still to come in your Suncoast News, University of South Florida Sarasota Manatee trying to recoup after losing over $3 million from Governor Scott's vetoes. How it's affecting the university's partnerships with our community.
Plus, even bad weather isn't getting in the way for some rowers today while they're hitting the water at Nathan Benderson Park.
Everything all right?
Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery?
Sure.
We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. And it turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Detoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Save big during the summer leather clearance and pay no interest till June 2018 with same-day pickup or next-day delivery. This special purchase deep-seating leather match sofa now $5.99. It's like floating on a cloud with this leather match sofa at $6.99. Or put your feet up in style with comfort in this dual reclining leather match sofa only $7.99. Exclusively at the Furniture Warehouse in Sarasota, Bradenton, Venice, Port Charlotte, and Ellenton.
And save big. Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. Services.com. AND Services.com.
The University of South Florida Sarasota Manatee is dealing with the impact of some of Governor Scott's vetoes from the proposed state budget. The vetoes included nearly $3.3 million that would have gone to several programs at the local campus. They include about $2.5 million for STEM degree programs like biology, which is the fastest growing major on campus. $500,000 would have benefited the university partnership program with Mote Marine Lab. And then another $250,000 was set to go to the university's arts integrated teaching programs.
Well, we're going to minimize the impact on our students, but it's clearly a step back in terms of our ability to support the STEM programs that the local businesses said we so desperately need for this area.
The cuts will lead to about a 14% loss of funding that the campus receives from the state. The interim chancellor says the university will work with community partners and local lawmakers to move forward.
Florida Senate President Joe Negron says that legislators may override some of Governor Scott's budget vetoes affecting state universities. In a memo to lawmakers, Negron says that the Senate will also consider reducing cuts to hospitals. It's not clear if the Florida House will go along with a veto override. It takes a 2/3 vote of both chambers to override a veto. A special session to go over the budget begins tomorrow and expected to wrap up on Friday. It could get intense, I have a feeling.
Yeah, they have a lot to discuss.
And only a few days to get it done.
Yeah.
Right.
Your forecast for the rest of the week, right after this.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough! What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce?
Close enough! And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by one on any or all numbers and still win.
Get ready for the most hair-raising event of the summer. Belt Entertainment and the Ringling Museum present international circus superstar Bello Knott in Incredibello, a gravity-defying, laughter-inducing, Super Stunt Performance, live at the historic Oslo Theater. Don't miss out on the must-see event of the summer, Incredibello, playing June 13th through July 29th. For tickets, visit ringling.org today.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
Going on now. For every 2 windows you buy, get 1 more free. Call today.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah, yeah.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
ABC7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
You're looking live now at some sunshine, clearing skies over Sarasota Bay, something we haven't seen in a while. And that's a result of a little bit of a drier air, a little temporary reprieve here along the Suncoast. So if you have some plans this evening, should be okay, especially in Manatee and Sarasota counties right now. But skies will again cloud up tomorrow, and showers and storms will once again be around. Some of that rain could be heavy at times, but that's kind of a nice finish. Here's what it looked like at 1 o'clock this afternoon, looking out over Sarasota Bay. Showers, thunderstorms, winds gusting as high as 40 to 50 miles an hour at times, and even some water spouts sighted near Turtle Beach. Yesterday we had the water spout right there at Siesta Key at the north end, and now a little bit of a break. The area of low pressure is still back here, but you can still see that rough weather that blew up, causing the lightning strike there in Venice and a brief fire there. All the lightning, for the most part, has now shifted off to the east, and we're looking at some calmer conditions. Although it's still raining in Sarasota and also into Hardee and DeSoto counties, the rain is starting to taper off somewhat. Western Manatee and also in the northern portions of Sarasota County this evening. It's still moving to the northeast. Now notice way back here, still some showers and storms developing. Even further off, there's more energy there. So energy will regenerate some more clouds and showers later on tonight, and it'll be around throughout the day on Wednesday. I mentioned this area in particular, they got hit hard earlier today, up to 5 to 8 inches of rainfall right there. And over the past 24 hours, 10 inches of rain. And for us, lesser amounts, but some areas, most areas, reporting at least 2 inches of rain over the past couple of days, and up to 4 inches right at the airport. 4 inches of rain just in the past couple of days. Now, there is a marginal chance for some isolated severe weather. That means winds gusting 40 to 60 miles an hour, even some small hail. And then there's a small possibility at 2% of isolated tornadoes. That's through Wednesday as a result of more energy spinning through our area. And then 5% chance of getting some damaging winds. And as far as that goes, you can see this is the area of low pressure right here. Continues to spin, and then we have these little pieces of energy that got to rotate around it every once in a while. There's one right there in the central Gulf, not as intense as the one that moved through earlier today, but it's going to pinwheel right in our direction. We have a little break there. That's where we're starting to see some sunshine. And it looks like we will see generally fair skies through the next several hours. Still getting some light rain at the airport. Dew point is at 73. And the pressure has been falling at 29.79 inches. The high today, below average at 70 or 85, 74 was the morning low. And look at that, over 1.3 inches there at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. Yesterday it was over 1.5 inches. And so our rainfall total for the month should be a little higher than what they're reading right there. But nonetheless, we are above average for the month. Now, showers and storms scattered about. It's not going to be a total washout tomorrow. There'll be at times some heavier rainfall, and then while others a little bit of a break here and there, and you can see that quite clearly on the RPM forecast model. The low pressure spins across the panhandle, and then a frontal boundary comes down. That front will move through. We'll see some cooler, well, drier air, let's say, on Friday, and then that front moves back northward on Saturday and Sunday, and more energy moves along it. So our rain chances will pop back up fairly quickly on Saturday and Sunday. But rainfall chances for us tomorrow. Again, the forecast through Wednesday still calling for the scale up to 2.5 to almost 4 inches of rainfall across parts of North Florida. For us, we could see as high as 2.5 to 4 inches in parts of Sarasota County. So yes, it keeps on coming. And for boaters, unfortunately, small craft advisory will stay with us through the day tomorrow. 3 to 5 foot seas, and the water temperature now at 83 degrees, and UV index will be very low. Tides upcoming, low tide at 7:03, sunset at 8:23, sunrise at 6:35. Mostly cloudy. Showers and storms redeveloping late tonight. 77 for low, variable clouds. More showers and storms scattered tomorrow. A little peak of sunshine now and again. The extended forecast calling for some sunshine on Thursday, but still a good chance for storms. Lessens on Friday as far as the rain goes, and picks right back up just in time for the weekend. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. The weather did not stop members of Sarasota crew from preparing for the upcoming U.S. Rowing Youth Nationals at Nathan Benderson Park.
Dedicated young athletes out there today. Both the boys and girls crews were out at the park for practice runs. Sarasota is the current state champion and a 6-time Southeast Regional champion. They'll be one of 154 clubs from around the country racing here this weekend. The U.S. Rowing Youth Nationals takes place this Friday through Sunday.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll introduce you to an amazing Suncoast woman who's been in Venice since 1927.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Julie Cousins Laning has lived in Venice through storms, wars, depression, and prosperity.
And she is making sure that history is not lost. She donated $1 million to help preserve the city's history. ABC7's Linda Carson has more about this amazing Suncoast woman.
95-year-old Julia Cousins Lanning moved to Venice with her family at age 5.
We came to Venice in December of 1917. The town had just been built, or was being built, and it was a very busy concern at that time.
They bought a farm 10 miles outside the city.
We had a going concern. We raised chickens and strawberries.
Then the Depression hit.
We lost everything we had, because everything we had was tied up in that property.
Many families left Venice. Her dad finally found work with the city and later became mayor of Venice. For a while, her mother ran the Triangle Inn and Restaurant, then opened her own restaurant called the Venetian Tea Room.
she realized there was a need for a restaurant, a decent restaurant in town.
Venice got a huge economic boost when the Kentucky Military Institute moved its winter quarters here. Her brother graduated from KMI. Julia went off to college.
I went to Florida Southern College. Mother, well, she made a tremendous sacrifice, I know, to send me to college.
After graduation, she moved to New York City.
I ended up with Reader's Digest, and I was there for about 12 years.
In 1970, she returned to Venice. She married late. She was 67 when she met her husband.
Once I started getting acquainted with him, I was hooked because he had had a very interesting life.
And her life lesson?
Go with the flow. I just, I didn't plan anything, really, except that I wanted to go to New York. And the rest of it just happened.
And just a couple of months ago, the Kentucky Military Institute had a reunion here, and they sent this card to Julia to show her they had not forgotten her, because she truly is an amazing Suncoast woman. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Linda. I like that life lesson. Go with the flow.
Yeah.
You have to, because that life just throws you all kinds of curveballs. You have to go with the flow.
Yep, definitely.
I'll tell you, we're going with a flow of a lot of water off the roads lately.
Sure.
It looks like it will continue. Not so much this evening. So we got a little break, though. So if you want to go outdoors, you've been kind of stuck because of the rain, you head out there. It should be nice.
Looks pretty out there. Have a good night.